Hello everyone, Ceri the Crafter here, that's C-E-R-I the Crafter, and we're into week 5. Where's it all going? So let's have a look at week 5. Week 5, let's lift this up and see what the prompts are. There you go. Now as normal I'm going to push it over to one side because I believe if I put it by there you can still see it. I hope to goodness, because I can't record this because you can only do it once. Just put this by. So let's have a look at what they wanted in this, or what the prompts are. Right, business card. Now, business card, I cheated slightly. I made a business card because I didn't think it was fair to put either my business card details or someone else's business card details on the video that's going onto YouTube, and I don't know how far away it's going to go and who's going to see it. So I've made a fake business card. Okay, so I have a business card, but it's not a real one. So that's my first bit of stuff. Next is a sticker. Sticker, didn't know what I'm going to use, so I pulled out some washi stickers. I pulled butterflies and flowers. I thought that's bound to cover that when it comes to it. Security envelope. Right, I've pulled out 2 security envelopes. One's got black on the inside and one's got blue on the inside. So I'm not really sure which I'm going to use, or I could use both of them. I might actually just be using those as a background anyway. Right. Text other than English or your native language. Well, I was going through my stock of stuff and I found this, and look at this. It's got text. It's a little travel calendar, and I thought, how cute are all of these images? So we're definitely going to be using those, and that actually means I've met that criteria as well, so I'm very happy with that. What's next? A place. As that was oriental, I thought, right, let's maybe try and stay with the oriental theme. And I found this stamp that says Japan on it. I'm not sure you're going to be able to see that. Hopefully that focused. That's Japan. And also on this bit of tissue paper, I have Japan. So I thought, right, let's try and do something, maybe a nod at the Orient. Who knows? Who knows? The last bit, and of course I try and do the bonus in every one of them, it's textured paper, blank or something on it. Excuse me, frog in the throat. So I've just got some card and I've just put it through an embossing fold, and that's given me some textured paper. Whether I'm going to use these, I don't know, because I'm not sure what the colour scheme is, but this one I'm probably definitely going to use. So there you go, so I've ticked that box as well. Right, before we actually start this, I have a bit of an update. You're watching these now, so obviously the series has started, but I've heard back from my Wi-Fi supplier, because of the COVID situation and the lack of engineers and stuff like that, they've had to guarantee that they're going to give me my super fast fibre optic Wi-Fi, so I can actually start uploading this lot on February the 19th. So as you can see, it's January, and I'm recording this on the 27th of January, so I've got about 3 weeks to wait. So I'm just going to keep on doing them, and then what I'm going to do from about the 21st, I'm going to put one up every single day until we've caught up with where we are, and then I'm going to start the challenge as a weekly post instead of a daily one. Okay, so that's just where I am with that. Apologies, completely out of my control. So where's that darn timer gone? Right. I don't know why I do the timer. I tend to ignore it half the time, but it keeps me on track. It stops me going off on a tangent too often. So I've got the regular equipment. I've got glue. I've got things like that around me. I've got paper. Obviously, I can go to the boxes over there and get that. I did pull out a few papers that I thought, those might work. I've got some coffee dyed or tea dyed. I've got some avocado dyed, which I thought that's quite good. I'm feeling a pink theme anyway. I pulled out some music paper because I haven't used music paper yet so far. This is this piece that reared its head the other day, and I think, okay, if we're going to a Japanese oriental, that might work. And I found these in my stash as well. I thought they might be classed as a little oriental, and then some more coffee and eco papers and stuff. So we've got things to play with. So I think first of all, let's get the glue book in because we need a glue book before we start, I think I need to look at what's going on in the backgrounds, and my gut instinct is I need to actually look at the envelopes. So let's open these up because I'm not about to use the envelope as an envelope. But that's quite a nice pattern. So I don't mind that one, that's fine. Probably use quite a bit of that, to be honest. That's an idea, though. I'll put my tear ruler. There you go, one tear ruler at the ready. And this one is black, so this could be an accent colour, I feel. Well, that's arguable, isn't it? Because black actually isn't a colour, it's a lack of colour, or it's all colours. I get very confused about where black and where white sit within this. I'm not going to use the window part of it because it will take me a long time to sort that out, and I'm not going to do it. But I think I'm going to tear these down now and make them into usable pieces for me. So, it is winter here, but we've actually got a really glorious day outside. The sun is shining. Hopefully it's not shining too much on the screen or across my workspace. I've actually got washing on the line. Whoa, who knew that I could do washing? Well, who knew I could do washing in the middle of winter? That's what I say. Sorry if this is a little loud. I'm going to be tearing paper for a little bit. So you know what? If it bothers you, you might want to hit mute and just watch or fast forward through it. So that's that bit done. Right, let's save the bigger pieces and save the little strip pieces. There you go. So how's everyone doing out there? Actually, it's probably pointless me asking you, isn't it? But I do promise you one thing. When I actually do upload these, if you do comment on one of these challenge days, when I am actually able for Wi-Fi to be commenting on the previous week's ones, I am going to do my best to go back through all the previous challenges. I think that's probably going to be about 9 of them before they're starting to go public. And then I'm going to read the comments and try and do hi and hugs and hellos and everything from those and answer questions. So don't think just because it's recorded and loaded really late that I won't get to it. I will. It's just technology is fabulous and I really bless its existence in our current times, but I don't control it. I can't control it. So, right, I'm thinking I'm going to go right in and actually just do big swathes of this as a background. That way it takes away from me the thought of what am I going to put, and if I want to leave empty space, I can. Well, that couldn't have been more perfect if I tried. Which I'm going to stick that right up the side, that'll be fine. The black pieces, what do I do with these? Put that there. And I think I'm going to put one strip along the top there. And I'm going to save these other 2 pieces so that when I actually do some layering, we can put them in different stratospheres, strata, whatever the word is. You can see I'm trying to be posh today and I can't speak anyway, I don't know why I bother. Right, glue book at the ready, glue stick at the ready. That's one thing about this challenge, you certainly go through some glue stick, I can tell you. I wouldn't be surprised if I run out very shortly, but I do have glue sticks at the ready. I think I should actually have to have a commercial buying license for glue sticks, the amount of glue sticks I go through. But I think all of us who do this, whatever glue we use, it's a necessity for our art and we love it. And we're going to use what we want no matter what it costs. So let's do that. I've started work on the workshop that I told you I was going to be doing for the TV company. So that's going to go live on the 21st. So I will try and remember to show you what I taught in the workshop, just in case you're interested. I'm a little worried because we've been warned we've got some serious snow heading our way. So I am hoping that snow is not going to stop me getting to the studios, because goodness knows there's enough stops me getting to the studios on a regular basis. I'd rather not miss any more time because it's my income at the end of the day. I mean, that's what I do for a living, guys. So let's just stick this one down and then we can see about adding some colour, being a bit creative and seeing what else needs to go on this page. So there you go. So I wonder whether I've just been so busy lately, I just haven't sat down and watched what everyone else is doing. I'm sure there's going to be a big backlog of videos for me to watch. But you know what? That's going to be nice. I'm going to make myself a nice cup of tea at some point in the next 2 weeks probably. I'm going to sit down and watch everyone else's collage pieces and see what they're doing. I suppose there is one good thing about not watching anyone else. You're not influenced by anyone else. Although I don't think being influenced by anyone else is actually a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. I think the reason I do YouTube is I like to share what I do. I like to inspire. I like to let people know you don't have to be an expert to do this. You just do it. And I like that. So, right, anyway, let's see what else we want. Let's have some of the book page. Does this look like book page to you? No, it doesn't. It's me having an out-of-body moment. I do think I want to put a piece of that down there, just so that I've got something. I might be sticking stuff down and trimming it down later. I'm not sure. Let's stick that on there. I know it's a straight line and I don't normally do straight lines, but again, I'm trying to be different. I'm trying to do something I don't normally do. I think that's enough of that for the second, because again, we can layer up if we need to layer up. I'm worried now. Do I need that? I do like that. Our government here in Wales, because of course, if you don't live in Britain, we have separate governments. So there's the Welsh government, which is obviously I live in Wales, so that's me. There's the Scottish and there's the Irish. So although we are, how would I say this? Although we are, I would say, overall governed by Parliament and that within London, we do have our own governments that actually can make decisions at our levels. So, for instance, England was not in lockdown in the virus situation. However, Wales and Scotland were. So the trouble with that is then you've got people trying to go across our borders because they don't want to give up their shopping or something. So what do? They go across the border and shop where it's opened, and then they come back, potentially bringing not only their shopping, but the virus with them. So we have had police stoppages on like the Severn Bridge and stuff like that. But I mean, at the end of the day, I'm more than happy with that. It's all about protecting all of us, not just the few. So anyway, I don't want to get on about that, because that seems to be the one thing that's dominating my life at the moment, is thinking about the virus, and I want to get out of that thought pattern. So I just don't want to be thinking about it all the time. So as you know, I'm a cake decorator and designer. So normally I would be traveling the world with my job as a cake person. I've probably done 2 cakes in a year since the virus hit. So there's that virus again. It dominates my life, I tell you. Well, I think it dominates all of our lives. But they are trying to move forward with things like how do we do big cake shows in the future? So they're beginning to put a lot of them online. There's lots of workshops and classes online. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I mean, I really, really want to go to cake shows again, but then I really, really want to stay alive as well. So interesting times. Let's just leave it at that. But I think when we actually go back to doing big shows again, I'm one of those people that you would normally see up on the stage or behind a trade stand demonstrating and promoting goods. It's going to be quite tricky, because I think for a long time, a lot of people like myself are going to be nervous about being in front of the public. I'm probably not going to be wearing a mask, but I'm certainly going to be wearing a transparent visor, because I would feel safer that way. And I'm not sure. I mean, I was talking to someone the other day who runs a sewing business, and what she does is She used to travel the world teaching quilting, and she has lines of fabric that she sells. She used to go to, well, there's Biscuit in the background. She used to go to the big trade shows and she used to sell there. And she was saying something very similar to me. She said, I don't know how we're going to make it work in the future, because the whole point of, say you're buying fabric, I don't know how many of you out there are actually quilters or sewers or knitters or even crafty people. Well, you must be crafty people. You're watching a craft video. I wouldn't buy fabric unless I could pick it up and touch it. I want to feel the fabric. I want to know what it's going to fall like. If I'm going to make something with it, I want to know how it would fall if it was a curtain, or it was a cushion, or it was a quilt cover, or something like that. So, and she was saying, I think her name was Emma actually, I think she was saying the trouble is that how do you let people touch stuff? Because obviously the virus is supposed to stay on fabric for 72 hours. So how do you deal with that? How do you deal with that? So I don't know the answer to that one. I think I'm going to put that across the bottom of there. Allegro. I think allegro is the word for fast. There you go. I speak Italian now. Like I wish. Because I used to teach a lot in Europe about 4 years ago, I made a monumental mistake. I thought, right, I'll be really clever. I will learn Spanish, French, and Italian. I'm an idiot, because what did I do? You can't learn all those languages at the same time because they're very, very similar. And the trouble is, I was then getting all my words mixed up. I was getting my languages mixed up with each other. So much so that I would be trying to teach a class in Italy. I'd start a sentence in Italian, go into Spanish and end in French. The students thought it was hysterical. I thought it was embarrassing, but that was just me. So anyway, so note to self, don't do that in the future. Right, I think I want to start putting little bits in. Maybe I don't want to go and start putting little bits in. I do feel there are background things still to go in. Right, so I've got this piece of, where did Japan go? I lost Japan. There's Japan. I think I want to put a bit of this tissue paper directly onto this background. I don't know how much I want of it. Oh, I've got very sticky fingers from the glue, and it's probably going to tear this rice paper before I actually get it on there. Well, that didn't work very well, did it? I'm going to bin that idea because I've just ruined it. So right, there you go. That's one bit gone. What else did I want to put on here? Right, let's look at the texture paper bit. Now, I'm liking these, but they're not feeling like this page. So I think those are going to go into the scrap box that I've got going for this particular project. But I do like this blue, and I think if I tear this down a little, let's make myself some space. Isn't it amazing how much space you have as a crafter is never enough space as a crafter? I mean, I've got a full dining room table here, and yeah, I've still managed to fill the whole thing. So let's take that off there. So I quite like that. That meets the criteria. I think I want another piece of that because that's quite pretty. I think I want the edge piece. So let's take that bit there. There you go. Now, I don't mind it's got a rough edge. I think that's added character. And I want to tear this over here. And I think putting that there. And then that will actually give me that part of the prompt at the same time. So let's put that up there. How are we doing for time? We're doing fine. So, ooh, this is going to eat up my glue stick, isn't it? But I suppose if it's eating up the glue stick, it's taking in a lot of glue, therefore it's actually going to stick really, really well. So, there you go. Anything that's stuck over like that, I'll go in and trim afterwards. I'm not worried about the edges. I try and line things up, but that's not what this is about. This is about having a good time, having fun, relaxing, having a mindful moment as I actually work. Now, do I want that? I think I want to tear that as well because that looks a little bit straight. I think it's very curious that I'm not keen on very straight, sharp edges, and yet because I'm OCD, you would think I would love clean, sharp edges, but it's just one of those things I don't know, I struggle with. I don't know, probably I've learnt that from other crafters, watching them and gone, ooh, really, should I have that there, should I not have that there? I put the security envelope in. Right, so we're getting to the point, I really want to use colour, because I've looked back through these and I think a few of my other pages are actually looking really, really bland and vintage-like. So I think I want to start adding some colour in here. So let's just find a few places. That's one of the aims of doing this for me, is actually to get away from my normal, to make things pop, to try something, even if they're an absolute disaster. Not only have I created something, but I've learnt something. So every time I have something go wrong, it is actually something gone right, because it's actually taught me something. Probably never to do that again, or that it could be done differently. Okay, I like that down, or do I like that up there? No, I like that down there. I don't want that close to it though, so maybe that will become... Ooh, I don't know what to do with that bit now. I think no, it does need to go up the top, I think, but I think it's too wide for me. So let's put that, I think that's going to be better. There you go, that's pleased me. Now I've got 3 pieces of it on there, and you know me and threes. But I think I want to put, if I'm not going to do 3, I'm definitely going to do 5. So let's just tear this little bit into sort of a more square shape. It doesn't have to be square, it doesn't have to be rectangle, it just needs to be something. There you go, I think that's okay. I can let this little bit go. I'm not one who does a lot of snippet roll stuff. So, right, I think I'm going to put those down and then look at the other elements and see what actually needs to go on here for me to have completed this before I then actually have to start decorating up a bit. This is a very curious paper, this. It's almost like a fabric type paper. It tears in a very peculiar way, and it's very, very fibrous. So I don't know where it came from. It's in my stash box and I have no idea where it came from. So hopefully I'm still in shot. As I said, I find it quite interesting that the view my iPad gives me while I'm working is not the view that it's actually filming. So I usually do a bit of a test before I turn the camera on, just so that I know everything is in shot. And I know, like, if I come to this edge of this line here, usually you will see everything. I'm hoping you will see everything anyway. That's my aim anyway. So, but yeah, I do wish that my iPad would show me exactly what I'm showing you. That would make life a lot easier. So let's go up there. I do have plans to do a YouTube live, guys. I've decided I'm going to show how I turn unwanted 12 by 12s into journal cards, just stock stash journal cards for my journaling. Not sure what date that's going to be done on, but I will do it. I mean, if you subscribe to me, I think, if I'm listening to people correctly, you actually get a notification that I've gone live. I do believe I can send an invite out, but again, it's still a learning curve for me, so I'm not 100% certain of how that's all done. Right, now I've got the red on there. Right, well, I've got those. I think these are going to be top elements for me because I really love these and I wouldn't want to cover these up. And obviously I've got more than I need here, so you'll be seeing these again in the future. I do think we're getting to the point where I need to put the business card in, and I don't know why, but that's sort of calling to me down there. And I need to go down there. I don't mind it being straight up and down, actually. I want it that way or that way. Or do I want that pink next to that? I think it's going to go straight up and down. There you go. It's quite liberating when you think, you know, you're not making this for anyone. You don't have to follow any rules. It doesn't have to be seen by anyone. This is yours and yours alone. Which is lovely because I just get to do what the heck I want. So, oh, and I went and put it upside down anyway. Right, well, you know, it was a mistake, but it's a mistake I'm living with. I mean, I can sort out bits around that. So, okay, that wasn't what I intended. See, that's my OCD, lining stuff up on me, even when I don't want to do it. So, right, let's put that by. So let's have a quick run down the prompts. I know I've still got the sticker and I know I've still got the place to go. So business card is now on there. Sticker, I know stickers are coming. Security envelope, already got it. Text in another language, we've got that coming. A place, that's the stamp. And texture paper is already on there, right. Let's have a little, oh, it looks like that little bit's lifting up. There you go, that's that sorted out. I'm thinking I want to put a bit more drama into this page with the odd piece of the black security paper. So let's just take a little bit of, see, I can't even tear a straight line today. So that's the trouble with glue stick. I love it, but I end up sticking to everything. And then I find if I have a wet wipe or something with me and I keep wiping my fingers, then I end up with soggy pieces all over the place, which isn't exactly what I'm looking for. So I just feel that this page needs a little more drama to it. I think that's nice there. I think this needs a piece of dark in it as well. And I think possibly, actually, if I take a little bit of this for the top, just because that's calling me. I want a little bit to cross over there, and I do feel I want a bit there, maybe going sideways. Just like that. Oh, see, I've lined it up again now. Isn't it really hard when you've got something that just, I don't consciously do things, it does things to me, and it's just sometimes slightly annoying, but as I said, sometimes it's a real benefit to be able to line things up because that's your nature. So, right, where do I want the stamp? I'm looking at the stamp and I'm wondering whether the stamp would sit lovely there or the stamp would sit lovely. Actually, the stamp might sit quite nice there. It's funny because the word is upside down to the stamp because that's a crane, so that's the way it would fly, and someone stamped it upside down, so I don't know whether to put that right or that. I think I might put it because the crane needs to be right way up. Japan's in the lower hemisphere. Japan can be upside down for me. I did quite like it there actually. That was just calling for a little something, and I think that was a little something it needed. So I think we're now down to stickers and things in a different language, and we've got plenty of time and I'm okay with that. Right, that bit's going in the scrap box. Did I want to add any of this? Did I? I think if I do, it's the red stuff, because I'm beginning to like the red on this page, so I'm just going to tear these out, the red ones at least. The rest can go in the scrap box. You will see them in the future, I can absolutely assure you. So that one can go in there. And this can go in here. These came from a book I had found in a charity shop on illuminated letters. You know, the letters the monks and priests used to do at the beginning of Bibles and stuff like that. It was a book, an instructional book on how to actually do them. It attracted me, but I was like, really? Would I have that much patience? Probably not. Probably not. Right, there was 3. I didn't realise there was 3. 3's good. So now this one, I feel I want to just cut along the bottom because I will never trim that properly. Right, so I've got 3 of those. Now I'm going to leave those and I'm going to put them on afterwards, I think. Right, what needs to come in next? Let's look at stickers. Now I only need a sticker. I can have as many stickers as I would want, but I don't really know I quite like the black one. Flowers, is flowers too predictable? Well, actually, are butterflies too predictable? Right, eliminate stuff. I don't want that one. Don't want that one. That's nice, but actually that might be okay. This feels really pale. Let's see how pale is it. Oh, actually, no, that might work. Don't stick there. You haven't been put down yet. That's the same one but bigger. I'm not feeling the flowers, guys. Not feeling the flowers, but I am feeling these butterflies. Oh, that one dropped on there anyway. I wonder if I put him up there and him by there. That's too much. That feels too much even to me. But I might put that there, because what could then happen from there is I'm going to put those strips and pieces on anyway. So let's get gluing down. Right, these are washi stickers. So, oh, got that one off good. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back of these because, again, you know, I don't trust stuff. So I'll sit him right in there. And I've lost the other one. There he is. I'm terrible at getting these stickers off. Oh, there you go. There you go. Got it. Yay! Right, you can go there. It's funny because I always find those transparent backs stuck all over the place. Because, of course, you're in the middle of gluing. You put them down, but you don't remember where you put them down. And they're transparent. So therefore, you haven't got a hope in heck of finding the thing afterwards. So I do find them. They're usually stuck to the floor or something. Okay, those are the two pieces. Right, let's get that out of the way. Right, let's have a look at these now. So I want to have something that's got red or pinks in it. So that would be a prime candidate. Maybe. Am I going to use 3 of them, I think? That's got some red in it. That's got red in it. That's got red in it. That's definitely got red in it. Right, okay, let's put those into the look at later pile. So let's have a look at these. There's flowers. Flowers. I think we might be going down the flowers route because I don't want animals or people. Don't know why. Just don't feel them at the moment. So I just need to cut these out. So if my guillotine wasn't so large, I'd be using a guillotine to cut these, but it's probably best that I don't try and bring that into shot because I know I'd hit the camera. I'm doing quite well. I'm notorious for headbutting my camera, so I'd rather actually not headbutt it. So there's one. I don't remember where I got these from. I think I might have got them when a friend of mine called Mary was actually clearing her house out before she moved to a condominium, and she lives in Chicago, so I might have said for that. There's Biscuit again. I'm guessing that's probably the postman. Oh, and there's the timer, guys. So, okay, definitely failed on that one. Yeah, I'm guessing that's the postman. Biscuit is a Labrador. He's our Labrador. And I tell you what, he'd love you to death, but he sounds really scary. So, but hey ho. We've always had dogs, and dogs are our family to us. So I think it's because as far as the Griffiths go, there's only my sister and I left now. Just through natural aging and people passing away and stuff like that. So there's only my sister and I left. Neither of us is married, or none of us have children or anything like that. So basically the dogs are, the dog is our family. So, and I think that's actually the same for a lot of people, to be honest. I think I'm actually liking that there. I'm feeling that this needs to be Well, that's upside down for a start, Griffiths. That's not a good start. I wonder whether no, that doesn't feel right on an angle. I think that kind of looks okay to me. Let's put them in. Part of me would say, oh, you need to distress the edges, but distressing isn't really something I've done in the collages, unless in the future I need it because it would be appropriate or make sense. But currently I'm not feeling the need to distress. Let's put this one down here. So it'd be nice to know when you do comment, and I do go back and check through the comments, where are you in the world? Because that's one thing the internet has really done for us all. It's brought us all together, but I have no idea where you are. So it would be great if you say, when you go in the comments, put in the comments where you are from, because that would be really nice for me to know how far these videos are reaching, who I'm seeing, where I'm seeing them. I'm thinking we'll do that there. Where they're going. It would just be interesting. You never know. I might even make a little map up somewhere and put down how far my YouTubes have gone. That would be an interesting exercise to do, I feel. Right, I think I'll put that so it's not lined up at the bottom. Okay, I'm liking that now. Do I want to put these in? I think they might be overkill. Do I want to call that done? I think I do. I just want to trim this bit off because it's really annoying me that I keep seeing it. Not that it affects the overall picture. There you go. I think I want to call that done. It's unlike the other ones I've done. There's little bits on it that I'm like, ooh, do I really need to? Because this looks like it needs something, but what it needs I couldn't tell you. Actually, what it may need is a piece of this. There you go. I'm going to put a bit of that in there. Actually, I might see if I can put that bit in there, see if I can tear that and get that in there. So I think it just needs a something. I'm just going to tear that down by hand. I mean, we do have butterflies and flowers and things I could add in, but if there's one thing that I've learned about doing collage, it's listening to my gut and knowing when to stop. And believe me, sometimes I don't know when to stop. I just go, oh, I just need to put one more piece there and one more piece there. And before I know it, I've destroyed the entire thing by putting too many one more pieces there and there and there. I think we're done. I really think that's done. That's different than any other collage I've done in here. It does scream of a place. Let's see if I've got everything. A business card, yes. A sticker, definitely got stickers on there. Security envelope, definitely security envelope. Text in a different language, got that on there. A place, Japan, I got Japan there. Texture paper, got that. I think I'm going to call that quits. I think we've done it. I don't want to every time keep going and going and going. I'm just going to leave that there for a second. Contemplate that. Remember, guys, social media links. Love to see you. Love to have you as a follower, a like. Whatever you want to do, that's wonderful. Thank you for that. And this is me. I'm Ceri the Crafter, Ceri the Crafter, saying goodbye. Bye-bye now.